It's not the hopefully it's not the worst injury out there, you know.
Right.
But it's not ideal in a final. It's not ideal for the player, but hopefully it's not too bad. Just to go back to it, Aubameyang was just the difference between the teams. If you think about the run over the top for the penalty and then the goal, that's the difference. That's the difference in quality, and that's why Arteta knows it. Whether Arsenal know it or not.
Well, this is it now, isn't it? Obviously, Arsenal negotiating these wages, the fact that he's in his 30s now, they don't want to give him a big contract, but come on.
Well, the trouble, you know, part of winning this today, not only is it, you know, off Arteta's back now that he hasn't won a trophy. No, Pochettino hasn't won a trophy in that period at Tottenham. That's all people kept saying. Now Arteta can say, right, that's gone. We've done that bit. But also, if I'm setting Aubameyang down, it makes it easier for me to convince him.
Right.
If Chelsea had beaten Arsenal 3 or 4-0 today, how do you set him down in your office and say, no, we're good, we're going in the right way, you stick with us? But like,
yeah, but on the flip side, if I'm negotiating, I can say, look, I've just won you the FA Cup.
Yeah, I would imagine it's not about the odd dollar or two. I think it's probably about a lengthy contract as well. Don't forget, this is a club that are, I think, reticent because of the dosh that they dealt out to Mesut Ozil,
sure,
which is a complete waste.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising they're having, you know, they're dragging their feet a little bit. But they're going to have to keep this guy because what is it going to cost them to go out and replace him? 150 million. To bring a player of that quality in, a proven goal scorer at the highest level around Europe in all the elite competitions is 150 million plus. Yeah. I would imagine he's not wanting that in wages. So they can't afford to let him go. And Arteta, I'm sure, will be banging that door of the boardroom saying, let's get this sorted and move forward in the transfer market because he's the difference.
Meanwhile, Don, I imagine Anthony Taylor is off Frank Lampard's Christmas card list.
Oh, he had a shocker, the ref, didn't he? Even towards the end of the game. I mean, the red card, the second yellow was never, ever a second yellow in a million years. And even towards the end, I thought Pedro got pushed in the back and Anthony Taylor let it play on. And there was Chelsea fans next to us watching the game and they were fuming. Yeah, it wasn't a good performance. I think what goes to show with the potential, you know, talking point in the game, the red card, is I think VAR needs to change that law, or the lawmakers need to change that law, and it shouldn't just be for red cards that a VAR could take a look at that, because, you know, if it's going to be enough to send someone off from the field of play, then surely VAR needs to take a look at it, whether it be a first yellow card or a second yellow card. That's what we're just taking a look at now, both of those yellow cards. The first one, as you say, Craig, you could argue it was. This one just seems such a strange, such a big, unnecessary decision.
You know, and we're talking a cup final here, and in a close game, 1 goal between them, you know, just under 20 minutes to go. And you know the thing is, though, even if VAR was able to overturn that, I don't think it would have done, because it would some boffin would have been sat, referee would have been sat in a booth and saying, well, you know, it would have probably rock and rolled that replay about 100 times because there was some contact. Yeah. Instead of doing what, if they did change the law, what we said all year, send the ref over to the monitor. And the whole thing was just frustrating. I agree, the referee did not have a good game, but that's not why Arsenal won and Chelsea lost.
Stewart Robson with us as well, of course, the co-coms for the final here. Robbo, you said it during commentary. Obviously, Arsenal in the end, the better team.
Yeah, they were the better team. I thought after that first 20 minutes when Chelsea dominated, as soon as Arsenal started to get Aubameyang in behind Azpilicueta, as soon as they started getting Maitland-Niles coming off the touchline and taking Reece James infield, that's when Arsenal looked a really good side, and they got Tierney forward. I thought their tactics in that first half, the second part of that first half, were excellent, and you always felt they had a goal threat in Aubameyang. Lacazette's movement was excellent as well. He was dragging one of the defenders in, so there was space for Aubameyang to run in, and they defended a lot better than Chelsea did in that second half. So it was a good performance from Arsenal, even though they were helped by the referee.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.